At the start of Patriots training camp, there was a full-on quarterback battle between Cam Newton and Jarrett Stidham, but by the last day on Sunday when they wrap things up, it seems like Cam Newton is their guy. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar outside of Gillette Stadium, who really witnessed it at all as Newton ran away with the starting job. Obviously, Stidham was dealing with that hip injury and is potentially still dealing with it. We don't know really to what extent that has inhibited his production throughout training camp. But with Cam Newton as the starter for this team in 2020, what is this offense going to look like?
Well, I think the offense is going to really cater around Cam Newton and adapt to his strengths. We've already seen things out here with using his mobility, different schemes that we've seen maybe from the Baltimore Ravens last year or Cam's Carolina Panthers over the last decade. That's what we've seen at times out here with Patriots practice, and I think we're going to see it even more once the practice is closed to the media and we can focus on the regular season and get into the game. So I think that's where we're going to start with Cam. It's not about what he looks like on August 30th. Maybe right now you could play a guy like Brian Hoyer and things would look a little bit more like what we saw with Tom Brady, or he might run the offense a little bit more comfortably and on time than Cam Newton would. But where would they be in January with Brian Hoyer? Probably sitting at home, right? With Cam, hopefully we can build up to a point where he is at a full go in this offense and is really comfortable in the system and comfortable with what they're running. So remember, it's not what's going on right now. It's not how they look this summer. It's how they look in the wintertime. I think that's what the Patriots have in mind with Cam Newton.
I love that we just lifetime reaction from the people behind you who think they're live on TV. That's always fun. But what does this mean for Jarrett Stidham? Because not the training camp we expected or wanted to see out of Stidham. I mentioned the injury. What does his future look on this team for this season and beyond?
Well, I'm concerned about Jarrett Stidham's future here in the NFL and if he can actually be an NFL starter, Sierra, down the road. And the main thing is if you're going to be a starter in this league, look, it's great to have talent. He clearly has talent. He throws a nice ball. He's got some athleticism to him, can move around a little bit, but he definitely is a good thrower and he's got a smooth release. There's no hitches or anything like that, like we see with Cam. But when it comes to the quarterback position in particular, consistency is number one. If you can't do it for 70 snaps a game and you can only do it 4 or 5 throws a game, then that's not really what the Patriots are looking for, and that's not what a lot of NFL teams are looking for. So at times out here, we see Stidham make a throw, and you're like, this guy's a franchise quarterback. Sign him up. Put him under center in week 1 against Miami. Then other times you see him out here, and you're like, I'm not really sure. And we have to get that consistency down before we can seriously start talking about Stidham being a full-time NFL starter. Ball placement down the field. Ball security, certainly, and decision-making sometimes wanes, and he throws way too many interceptions still. Holds onto the ball a little bit too long at times. Can he be a consistent playmaker down in and down out, or is this a guy that's just going to show spurts or flashes of it at a time and not ever really be able to put together the full package? That's the question for Jarrett Stidham moving forward. I don't know if he's ever going to be a starter. I don't know if he's ever going to be a guy that can do it as consistently as some of the other guys that we've seen around the league do it down to down.
Well, the Patriots are turning the page from training camp into regular season preparation. I feel like this snuck up on us a little bit this preseason. For all of our training camp coverage and now regular season coverage, look for it on our website at clnsmedia.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Patriots Press Pass.
Patriots Training Camp Central is brought to you by Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code MAXWELL20 at manscaped.com. Take your grooming game to the next level.